Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee. And I told him to hurry up or I was going to go turn the Lions game back on again. See, I got wet hair. I couldn't even go under the hair dryer because the game was on. And it was 13-3 in favor of the Lions when I left.
I have my own problems getting it together today.
So I need Claudia here, or Anthony.
Yeah, where are our football
to keep me
friends
posted.
Anyway, welcome everybody to another session. And I am tickled pink because, of course, I get to use for the first time today my new gift from our moderator, Violet.
See how much he appreciates you?
Violet. The Egyptian Art Nouveau Tarot. I'm just tickled pink over it. So, Nouveau, you say Nouveau.
Mr. Frenchman.
But if you didn't know, I already did an unboxing. I know a person or two has already seen my unboxing on YouTube. So just go look in the unboxing playlist there. Plus, I used it for my Wondrous Stories, my Wondrous Sunday Stories Oracle card.
While he is yabbering and rightfully thanking Violet Lotus, I was shuffling the Witching Hour Oracle for our card for the collective by the same person who does the Imbolc Oracle, the Seasons of the Witch Imbolc, which I'll be starting to use soon as well. Right. Oh no! What's this? So I pull to the grave. Sounds like Mr. O up Mr. O's alley there. Secrets. You'll take him to the grave, right, Mr. O?
Always
no, he
have.
won't. Because the other hallmark about some Scorpios is they like to gossip.
Yes, I always say that there's this thing about Scorpios and secrets is they're really good at finding out secrets. They're not good at keeping them. They like to share them. Sometimes.
Gina! I just want to say, good to the last brownie. They are gone.
Sadly, they are gone. They are so good.
They were so good.
Thank you, Gina.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's move on to the grave. Secrets. A need for discretion. Strategy. There's a lot of, well, let's see. I want to get right to it. This card urges you to exercise discretion. Hold things close to your heart for the time being. Goals and dreams need darkness and security while they are fragile and vulnerable. This sacred time allows you the space to build a strong foundation to support you when you're faced with criticism, questions, and flat-out attempts to break down what you've built. The time will come for you to reveal your plans, but for now, take comfort in the security of your secret. You know, there's a time to reveal, your plans, and there's a time to hold them close to your chest. And this is talking about one of those times to keep things to yourself and let things germinate more and make sure you're better prepared so that when you present it to the world, nobody will copy you, nobody will do it first. You'll be the one and only. And doesn't it remind you a little bit of the Seven of Swords in a sense with that message?
It certainly does, but I'm called to think actually about the four corners of the witch's pyramid,
Oh, yeah.
in the training of your power, there's four corners and they each stand for something, and one of those corners is the ability to keep a secret.
You fail. Kidding. He can keep a secret when he wants to.
Well, being typically Scorpionic, I'll just say that once I have danced on a certain grave, anything could be told.
Marcia's here. Holy moly.
Marcia,
wow, we're
hi.
filling up here. We got to get rolling. Good to see everybody. Some of our old friends, some of the new. It's awesome. And you know, we've got a birthday reading too, which makes it even better. Happy birthday to Angel. Angel Rivera. Holy cow. Well, we've got the birthday gift spread for you. And we're going to be using the deck that I just got from Violet Lotus, the Mind's Eye Tarot, which is the first deck on my list of decks today. It's a beautiful deck. Thank you again, Violet. Your birthday on the 11th. Is that Wednesday or Thursday? Is tomorrow.
It's next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it Wednesday or Thursday?
Yes.
Okay. I know the 8th is Tuesday.
Mercy, I missed you too. I was actually thinking about you a couple weeks ago, wondering if you were pretty busy or not. 2 or 3 weeks ago, the holidays.
And Angels is the 9th, Tuesday. So it's the Thursday. Jackie, can you make it back Thursday? If you can't,
we can still do it, and then you'll just know it's the first one we do, and you can go back to that tape whenever.
We do it as the first reading on our show. So, right. You know, if you can't make it, you could just scroll back and look at it. Because, of course, it's your birthday, and you may actually have better things to do than hang out with us.
I'd like to think so. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, with Mr. O's new deck. Thank you.
You know what? I am sorry.
I was actually going to mention it, but then I saw you gravitate over there, and I thought, you know, it's like coming between, you know, food and a dog. Oh.
Maybe a cat.
Yes, so I am going to use this brand new deck.
All right.
It's less than a year old. It came out in spring or early summer of last year. That's the back of it there. And
we got it together. Front. It's neither here nor there. I am not slighted by that.
Oh, no, no. Well, truth to tell, in honor of using this deck, I have made my deck offerings Egyptianomania, and I brought out literally almost all my Egyptian themed decks, so I have a number to choose from here.
This is a really nice one, though. I do like it.
Love
I like
this
some
deck.
Art Nouveau.
Really love this deck.
And of course, I like the Egyptian motif with the Art Nouveau.
Yeah, it's very nice. Oh, I'm sorry. We have 0 buffering on our side.
All right, somehow along the way here, I have just totally lost track of the list, but I am sure Violet has it all.
It was pretty nice, you know, nothing extra unordinary, because, you know, these days that's how it goes, Marcia. We did spend Christmas Eve at our son's, and I made lasagna, and it was really nice. Hope you had a good one, too. All right, so focusing.
Are you?
Yes, I am, for Angel Rivera. You want to shuffle them a little bit too?
I suppose. You know, let me touch your new deck.
Well, it's too late to spray your hands, but go ahead.
I like the backs of the cards. Nice and all the Egyptian color scheme on it as well.
Yeah, it's really nice. I just couldn't say more about it. Well, I could, but that would be, you know, eventually.
That would be him
boring.
going on and on and on and on. Now let's go.
Card 1.
We got a reading here. The gift you received, Angel Rivera, last year that you can make the most out of this year with.
It's the reversed 3 of Wands. So maybe something that changed a certain plan and caused you to have to do something different ended up paying off in a certain way, or gave you an insight into something that maybe you realized, oh, I should have been doing this, or this is something I hadn't considered, but I should.
Well, I can't say that any better other than to say that maybe, you know, this diversion, this lucky diversion that happened that pulled you away from something, you know, is now something that's going to carry, you know, maybe bring some rewards or benefits to you in this year ahead. So that's kind of how this card, you know, this position this card works in this position. So I like
Show
that.
that
I like what
again.
he said there. That was perfect.
Well, and I like what
And
you
so
said,
the
sweetie.
gift of the present moment is
The Four Swords reversed.
nice. Wow, you're
So-
getting off to a really fast start in
The
this
gift
new
of the
year.
present moment is that a lot of this was internalized or thought about or deconstructed in certain ways and then kind of recycled to get you going again.
I don't really know if I'm going to put those two cards together. I'm just
Okay.
merely going to say that the gift of the present moment is to that, you have a lot of energy to burn right now. It seems as though, like some people get the blues or some people drag after the holidays. It seems like you're ready. You're ready to tackle the new semester ahead, say at work. You're ready to move on projects at home. You've got more energy now, and it just seems like you're going to be able to use that to get things done. It's just a matter of focusing it, because sometimes we have a lot of excitement and enthusiasm and energy, but we misapply it.
Card 3.
That's the gift from your connection with others in the next year.
And it's Temperance.
Oh, nice.
So you give a very pleasant feeling, a sense of balance. You calm people, or there are people, who interchange that with you, that basically how you interact with people is a really moderating and calming presence. And, when people maybe are having trouble focusing or keeping their cool in certain ways, you're kind of able to bring it down a notch.
Well, I think the gift from your connections with others is some very smooth, tranquil friendships, relationships, relations with others in the year ahead. It just seems like there's a nice, healthy balance here. Perhaps this is also indicating that there's going to be a nice, healthier work-life balance for you, in that, you'll be spending good quality time, downtime with friends, family, etc., as well as, applying yourself at work. Looks good.
Card 4.
The gift that will help you work on, achieve, or move forward with your dreams or goals.
Letting go of some things from the past that maybe are hurtful. They may or may not be connected to anything we've talked about.
Is that the Three of Swords?
It's the Three of Swords reversed.
Well, okay, yes. I think just letting go of past disappointments. The past is the past. Let it go, and look forward to what I think is a better future. Like, for example, now this is where I could maybe find a connection between this card and that one. Because if this was strategies and stuff that was connected to goals you were trying to achieve in the last year but got sidetracked from them, you're able to let go of that now and move forward, either back to what you wanted to do, because we did say that was going to carry over into this year, or, maybe moving forward on something else now.
Thank you, Angel. That's nice. And yeah, that was one card that, of course, we don't mind reversed. Okay, card 5. It's the ancestors, right?
Card 5 is the spirit guides and our ancestors. What do they want you to know or keep in mind in this next year? Wow, that they are with you.
The Ten of Pentacles. Clearly, they feel like, you should be a part of the foundation that they provide, that there is sort of a sense of giving you something bigger than yourself, something bigger that you can look back at and see a tapestry or a connection that goes beyond your own generation, perhaps, or just in general with your family, your culture, situations like that.
Your ancestors and spirit guides want you to know that they support your long-term goals, your success moving forward. They know you are one with them, and they're totally behind you. They're supporting your growth. They're supporting your long-term success. I really like that. That's a real positive card there.
So then finally, card 6.
The gift the year ultimately gives to you. What lessons have you learned? Or what progress have you achieved? So why so sad by year's end?
Well, it is the lessons you've learned that maybe sometimes you do have to, let some things go, but try not to mourn what you let go, because there still are the seeds of other things that can start again, the cups that haven't fallen over, that still have something vital within for you.
Well, I think it's basically saying, yeah, you are going to spill some cups along the way in this in this next year. I can't help but wonder if it doesn't have something to do with, whatever it was that was left unfinished from last year. Maybe or maybe not, it will take off again. And you may just let it go. And there might be some resentment or disappointment there as you look back. Woulda, coulda, shouldas. But you know what? Look at what you've done. Look how far you've come. Look at how, certain things this year seem to go pretty darn well. Anything to add to that?
Exactly, because it is sort of a sense of taking it in and making a measure of it. And although, we know the Five of Cups sort of says, oh, there's a sense of regret there, this is telling you it doesn't have to be that way. You can look at it all and judge it less critically, less personally to yourself.
Yeah, don't hold it in. And, we can be awfully hard on ourselves. And we can wallow in it. It's okay to feel the feels, but ultimately you've got to pick up those remaining cups and move on into 2025.
It looks like you're pulling some Lenormand.
I am. I decided to pull a couple Lenormand for this. And, okay, I like this in a way because it kind of goes in with that 5, and I wanted some context there in a way.
Okay, the cross, and then the mountains.
So I feel like maybe with something here, some goal that you wanted to progress on, there's just a lot of obstacles that are causing some long-term grief. And I think your best bet is to let it go. Because, maybe it's just you could be doing other things. And you will be, I think. Other sectors of your life will be moving forward. I think here that's maybe what this is about by year's end. Is like, it's another year and I didn't get to do this, and it's somewhat disappointing to you. But I really don't think it's going to be a bad year overall. I think this has to do with one set of circumstances here. So
there are, some nice things here, because a couple of cards represent the ideas of healing or recovering. Yes. And just the idea that maybe your interactions with others bring peace or solitude, or that you're able to help them, and it's just gonna come back too. So it's a nice reading. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Woohoo! All right, we won't let Mr. O sing. No, don't do it.
I'm not gonna do it. There's copyright issues with that.
With happy birthday?
Trust me, there is.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Look it up, dearie.
Ugh. All right. Okay. Well, that should stop you from singing almost any song then.
Well, it should, but it won't.
Okay. Well, is it Victoria? Victoria is up. What's the outlook for the first 6 months of the year regarding working in paranormal metaphysical worlds? Okay.
Okay, that's not working out for me. I was trying to...
Okay.
And it was an experiment to try this frame being the other way, so I agree, Violet. It's not that great. So probably won't do this one again.
Oh, I'm sure you will someday.
Well, someday, but that's a long ways away.
He's always trying something. Hello, Victoria. Good to see you.
Hi, Victoria.
Oh.
I was pleased to hear that it sounded like you had a nice success with your event on New Year's Eve. Hope that's true.
All right. I am using the Mind's Eye Tarot for this one. All right. 6-month outlook, particularly with metaphysical, paranormal stuff. Engagement.
Hi, Lily.
Well, I can't guarantee the rest of the reading will be like this, Victoria, but you start out with the 9 of Cups upright. If you can.
If I can.
Yay!
9 of Cups.
Upright. Well, like I said, I don't know if the whole reading will go like this. You've got another 9. It's the 9 of Pentacles reversed. I don't consider that really terrible. And then finally, ooh, it's the 2 of Swords upright.
Sorry, we have to keep going, Victoria.
Let's just stop there. Yeah, really, we should have, huh? You know,
Shall I throw mine?
throw yours.
Alrighty.
It's really not bad. It's
No.
really not bad at all.
We did an unboxing for this deck that came out yesterday, too. It's the Mind's Eye Tarot, and we both have a deck. One was a gift to Banshee from Violet Lotus.
And Mr. O already has this deck. I coveted it. But he would not let me have it. So
Nope.
Violet was nice enough to get one for me. Yay.
Okay, so in the Lenormand, Victoria gets the moon and the garden. Moon garden.
Followed by a moon shadow.
Well,
It's a
I'm thinking
moon
of that
garden.
tarot of the moon garden, right? Is
Yes.
it there one? Yes.
Okay, so good luck. Hey, good things come to people who work for it, Victoria, you know. The 9 of Cups is here. Yes, it's a wish card. Sometimes things just happen to fall into your lap and you get your wish like magic. And that's, I'm not ruling that out here, but you know, a lot of times we have to work for what we desire. And if you put yourself into it this year, I think you're going to get what you hope for in, you know, the metaphysical world. If you want to go to more paracons or be invited to things, you know, to speak, I think that's definitely a possibility for you. You're going to be very satisfied with where you are.
I think a lot of this in a Gestalt way sort of indicates
You're
you
gonna go
deciding...
further.
What?
Nothing, go ahead.
You deciding overall to achieve your wishes or desires, you really have to maybe project yourself more out there in whatever ways. This is really about, you know, how you promote yourself, I think, more than anything, because you know you have the garden. There's another garden, and the 9 of Pentacles is about a garden too, in a way.
Good point.
So I think this is saying, you know, deciding for sure that you want to project these energies that promote yourself.
Well, I look at the 9 of Pentacles reversed. As I said with the 9 of Wands, you've got this. But you know what? You're just going to want more. You know, you're not going to be totally satisfied where you are. And you know, that's a great place to be. Because you achieve what you want, but yet you know there's more out there for you. And you're going to want to go for it. I think you're not going to be satisfied even with obtaining the success you have so far, and you're going to want to go for it. And I think the 2 of Swords is here because you're going to really you're going to give it a lot of thought and processing as to how you can go further, how you can take the success you have and take it even further.
Definitely I see this, maybe I see it in a different way, but that's what it seems to be about. And of course the moon, of course, is about success. So
right. And what is the moon with? It's the garden.
And this is about getting it out there.
The garden is about, you know, being out there, interacting with others, being social. So being out there on social media, for example. So the moon is success. Success in networking, success in getting out there. I think people you're going to be mingling. You're going to be with your peers this year a lot.
Because the question was really situated to the time, it really looks positive.
So, holy moly.
Holy moly.
Can't complain about that. And you wanted us to stop.
Hi, Moha.
All right, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that. And we got Mo. You are welcome.
You're welcome. Okay, so Siama wanted a general reading, and I'm going to select another of my Egyptian-based decks. This time I will use the Tarot of Transition. Which has a scarab on the back. And camera is giving me a little difficulty there.
No cats in the picture? What happened?
Well, I'll tell you what happened.
Oh, well, I know Sassy is sleeping on the flannel.
And I know where the other two are sleeping.
Oh.
Lately, they've been cuddling together, oddly enough, on the daybed in the office.
Oh, looking for any ray of sunshine that doesn't exist. It's been so dark
Is that
and
what it
gloomy.
is? And that camera is going spastic.
Well,
Okay,
take care,
there to
Victoria. Enjoy your day. All right.
Please stop being spastic, camera.
Bye. It's cold here. It is.
Oh,
It's having a camera issue. General read for Siama.
I know. I'm trying to get there honest. All right, all right.
Sorry.
Card 1. And it's the Eight of Swords. It's upright.
Okay.
Card 2 is the Three of Coins or Pentacles, and that is reversed. Card 3 is another reversal, the Six of Wands or Staves as called here, reversed. All right, we have Fish and Clouds. So general reading, there's a feeling maybe that you feel like you're held back. Maybe you feel others are holding you back, but it is possible that you're holding yourself back. Partially that you would be doing that because maybe there's something you feel you don't know enough about. You fear it in some ways, or you're scared about an opportunity or a situation that you just don't feel you know enough about, or you don't feel you are able to express your power or your freedom or your abilities in that situation.
This may have something to do with work, career concerns, or maybe goals, projects or goals. You feel a lot of stress and fear. I would say fear, self-doubts, maybe more self-doubts and anxieties than fear even. I feel like that is what's holding you back, is an inability to trust that you are able to do something, to perform well, to prove something to somebody, to make a mark, whether this is in a career, whether you're trying to land a job, or whether you're trying to be seen, in a better light, or maybe you've been assigned a project or a goal and you're not sure you're able to pull it off. And, you're worried about failure here. Sometimes the Six of Wands is about failure, a defeat, a setback. And so, it may be safer to just stay blindfolded and step back and not do anything. And I feel here that this may have, like I said, something to do with career, financing, money, because there's some cloud of uncertainty surrounding, your financial area here. And I feel that too, and I see the business vibes in this reading.
I think you're right. It is probably about career, and I'm coming at it from a different reason, possibly, Siama. The idea that maybe this perception of feeling powerless or not sure of the direction could be on the fact that maybe you don't get enough feedback from other people that may be involved with you, other people on your team, other people that are co-workers. And so maybe you feel like something is being hidden from you because of this lack of connection there, which also could lead to the idea too that maybe, you yourself don't feel there's, a certain appreciation there because you're not really connected to people in this workplace or in this team or in this religious or neighborhood context, whatever it might be.
Yeah, I do feel there's something that, I think it's something that, you're more afraid of than is actually the reality, maybe. You have to trust yourself to give it something a shot. Even it seems like you may fail. What have you got to lose? Failure, we have to understand that when we fail at something, we learn from that and we'll get stronger through it. Don't fear failure. Don't hold yourself back because you're afraid something might not work. You really won't know unless you try, and if you don't try, right there is a failure.
So to some degree, this may not be so much about fear so much as maybe just confusion, not understanding.
Be,
and so,
I don't know.
Being able to calm down and understand, how to see through the confusion will get you back towards, working on success.
Good luck with that.
Good luck. And so once again, that was my Tarot of Transition, another Egyptian Mania tarot that I have brought out for today.
I'm going to use another Christmas gift, one from our son, the Tarot Illuma, for the next reading, and that's Lena. Spirit reading for the next 6 months. Success coming in all aspects of my life. Well, let's see what comes out.
That's
usually,
a tall order.
Sometimes more than one comes out, I'll say that, but it might focus on one area in particular, so let's take a look.
I'm going to mention that, of course, Banshee's show, The Material Matters, was on this morning, giving you your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Also, don't forget, my show was on Friday morning. It's the emotional corollary, a week look at what's coming towards you emotionally, and like her reading, it's for the elemental signs of the zodiac. So that's Fridays, or whenever you go to our YouTube channel. It's done every Friday at 7 a.m.
All right.
Yes, you need it bad, Violet. You need Illumia.
Illuma.
Illuma. You need it.
Uh-oh. They're all reversed. Doggone it. Well, let's see what's going on.
You're welcome, Sayama.
And remember, all reversals are not all bad.
She said.
Well,
okay,
because
Lena.
the first one came up again, the Three of Swords reversed, which is more positive than not.
Yes, you are correct.
But there's the Ace of Wands reversed. That's not too happy.
Well, it could be in context.
And the Star reversed. Context is everything. And of course the next cards are upright. Look at that. 3 cards
Well, the
upright.
context could be that, if this is talking about, some sense of healing coming to you in this, it may be when you take time out from things that maybe you have to slow down a pace.
Well, she's wondering about different sectors of her life, so let me see that Lenormand.
All right, so we start with the mountain.
Okay.
And then we have the rider. So the rider is going towards the mountain.
Well, the rider's interesting because it's movement, but it also could be messages or news.
Sure.
And so can that Ace of Wands, So there's kind of a connection there. But I really feel here that what this year is finding for you, Lena, is that some of your plans, particularly in business and career, may get off to a slow start this year. The next 6 months may be really trying to move something in your career or personal goals and projects area, and you seem to be encountering, some resistance here. I feel that you could rebound from this. The only worry that I have there is that you let yourself fall into a state of pessimism over this. If you allow yourself to feel, well, nothing good is ever going to come of this, I give up, you're not giving a chance for a recovery. And I think there could be a recovery that takes place. It looks like this is going to be a big part of your focus for, I think, this 6 months coming, whatever it is. And I do feel it's in your business and career sector. Or it could be maybe, I will say maybe, with a relationship you want to start and get off the ground.
Right. I mean, some of this maybe just translates to the idea that some of these trends are in the various aspects of your life. So there is a sense maybe that you are moving slower or cautiously in reestablishing or creating new friendships or situations or finding opportunities business-wise or career-wise. That's that Ace of Wands reversed. But maybe some of that is because the Three of Swords says there are different reasons why you are moving a little slower. Maybe you are going to be recovering from various things that have set you back. Not so much maybe like your own illness or something, but maybe you might have to attend to somebody else who has certain problems or health, or maybe there are distractions that keep you from that. That's what I'm seeing with that ace.
It could be that these two are influencing that, in that maybe some sort of heartache or sense of loss or depression, and definitely is making you feel more pessimistic about things, is making it just hard for you to get something off the ground. I mean, they're probably playing together there in some way.
So to me then, if I look at the Rider in the Mountain, this is saying really these next 6 months, you are going to be moving through these struggles, and I won't sugarcoat and say that they're always going to be easy. They're going to be challenging, Lena, and you should probably ask us this again, or certainly, in 6 months.
I think it's really career oriented. It's not your entire life. I really almost think it's that. Unless the only other thing is, and I don't know what's going on with you in your romantic life, in your interpersonal life, unless some heartache and loss there that you can't get over, that's stopping you from beginning something new and moving forward. So whatever the case may be, that is what's ahead, in these next 6 months. Oh, good luck with that, Lena. Sorry I didn't have better cards for you.
Right.
Think it's Preeti?
Yes, Preeti is here for a general reading.
All right.
And my next Egyptian deck will be one of my favorites, the Nefertari. It's got gold.
Oh, for crying. Everybody likes that deck, though.
It is a nice deck, too. Okay, journal reading. Thank you, Violet. I will probably not do them like, each one before I start over again. Like, I can't wait to do the Art Nouveau one again. So that'll probably be the next one. Anyways, here we go, Preeti. So your first card in your general reading is the reversed Two of Swords.
Okay.
Followed by the reversed Page of Wands. And then followed by the reversed Six of Wands.
That's come up a couple times.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it?
So we have the birds.
The bird is the word.
Come the ring.
And the ring. Okay, interesting.
Well, general reading. The Two of Swords. Well, and the page. Is that, did you say is the Page of Wands?
Yes, knave here, but page.
Page of Wands. Knave of Wands. Okay. Well, you know, something that maybe you want to initiate or start could, you know, be careful about the move you make. You're going to make a move or a choice or a decision, and, you know, it might not get off the ground the way you had hoped. It's possible that there could be delays or some unforeseen setbacks, you know, that come your way. What is that last card again? I'm sorry.
It's the reverse Six of Wands.
Yes, it's the Six of Wands. And I feel here that you're going to feel rather, I don't know, defeated or demoralized over this, but I don't really know that that's necessarily called for here. I think what you need to do is commit to better communicating, you know, what your aims and your moves and goals are. I have the sense that for some reason somebody else or other people are involved in this, and maybe it's because the birds are here. Did you get that? I noticed you kind of...
Well, I'm feeling something kind of interesting, which it almost feels like maybe you're going to get involved in something that maybe you shouldn't.
Oh.
You know, get in the way of somebody else's discussion. I sort of see this, the Two of Swords, like this movement, and then the reversed Knave of Wands, Page of Wands, about maybe a message. And I sort of feel like this involvement of yours puts you in a more defensive spot, or puts you in a spot where people maybe question you in a way. So I don't know if this is like an overall theme as a general reading. It just sort of feels like you should probably not get involved in other people's arguments, or if somebody's looking to make a certain kind of argument with you to take you down in other people's eyes, you should avoid this maybe.
Well, I guess, you know, and I'm thinking about what I said, and I'm still kind of going there. With the Two of Swords reversed, you're going to do something. You're going to want to do something at any rate. Maybe you're going to present an idea or a choice you've made to others, and, you know, there's going to be some bad news or some disappointment. Others are not buying into this for some reason, or don't accept, you know, like, for example, even if you're going for a job and you're trying to sell your skills, you're making a decision or choice that you want to be somewhere and you're trying to prove yourself. I think there's just, you know, there's something here that they're not buying. They're not buying into, and I think you have to commit yourself to selling it better. You just have to commit yourself to communicating to others better what you really mean. So...
Yes, right. And this applies to maybe my idea too, that if this is about some sort of decision, argument thing going on with people, you have to commit yourself to maybe communicating clearly what your intentions are, what you're doing, or else people will misunderstand you, or it may be easier for somebody to cast you in a light you don't like.
Yeah, it just seems like there could be some delays or disappointed connected with you not communicating effectively, or, you know, making, or maybe moving too quickly on something before others really approve of it. You know, just assuming everybody's going to go along with something you want to do, and no.
Hi,
That's
Gina.
the best I can tell you, Preeti.
Good luck.
Hey, Gina, good to see you back.
You went out for a cigarette. No,
What?
No, I know you didn't.
Mr. O.
I'm teasing. All right. So who's up?
I don't know, but I got
There it
this
is, Libra.
message from spirit guides.
And there goes my spazzy camera again, too.
We'll do my reading.
Okay. Come on, you.
And of course, I'm using the Ciro Marchetti Tarot Decoratif, which I also used for my Lions prediction today. I wonder what's going on there.
This camera is driving me crazy.
Not completely.
It is.
No.
It's driving me crazy.
Oh, it's driving you crazy. Well,
The
hey.
camera.
Oh,
What did you think?
I thought you were talking about me talking about the Lions.
I've been driven crazy. So
Right.
can't get crazier.
Wow. So what's your message from spirit guides?
The Queen of Cups.
It's the Queen of Cups.
Except we can't see her. There she is.
Well, the Queen of
Spaz.
Cups is about, the spirit guides. The message from the spirit guides is be compassionate, be loving right now to others, be understanding to those people perhaps in your social circle who need a little bit more love. And also, don't be afraid to express your own emotions at this time. Either to somebody you love or, to just loved ones in general. This could be a very romantic card as well. It's very nurturing, if nothing else. And, where you just are nice emotional support for those around you. And it also reflects Spirit is saying, this is a time to, do what you can to make sure that you yourself are in an emotional good place.
Camera Palooza. All right, so this was about the spirit message?
Yeah.
Okay. So, right, sorry about that. I was a little distracted because the camera's spazzy, but the Queen of Cups could be saying Spirit wants you to feel more emotionally balanced about yourself, to maybe immerse yourself in your own sense of intuition. I think this is another aspect of the Queen of Cups that we don't always talk about enough, that it's not just that she has an emotional sense of one way or the other, but that she's also deep, intuitive, senses things about emotions.
Very good point. So why is this important? How interesting. It's the Knight of Cups reversed. Because maybe a partner or somebody close to you really needs some attention at this time, maybe perhaps even they've been kind of demonstrative about that. And, Spirit is saying this is important that, you figure out what's wrong here.
Indeed, it seems like it's important that you understand maybe what your intuition or your deeper instincts is trying to tell you. Because if it isn't about a specific person, it is about something coming or going in your emotional atmosphere that will have great meaning for you, and that it may be something you're moving away from. But are you prepared for this emotionally, or is this something that you even want to let happen or can let happen?
As much as I think it could be family, friends, I can't help but wonder if this isn't romantic.
Yeah.
It just has that spin right now. But let's see where all this is heading. Gee, talk about the court cards. And this happened before to me when I read for the Lions. It's the Knight of Wands reversed. So you've got 3 court cards here.
No, this is the page.
Oh, page. That's right, valet. Page. Sorry. Yes.
He's going to park your car.
It's the page of
Or
Wands
your
reversed.
car.
And so I think that maybe, this could lead to some problems, some issues. I guess maybe Spirit is trying to tell you all of this because where things are headed right now could be to a problem in a relationship, a major issue. And maybe they're warning you about this or trying to give you this information because they don't want to see things blow up and get out of proportion.
I'm not totally sure it's a major issue, but I think it is something of note because I feel it means a stop in communication or a pause in communication. There may be a viable reason why this isn't urgent, but I'm just saying it's something that you'll definitely want to be involved in. Like if this conversation is really that important, then you
it needs to be had.
Right, you can't let this pause happen without good reason.
Yeah. Right.
So let's see what the Lenormand says.
Let's do.
Been holding back there.
I know.
And it's the lilies, number 1. And it's the woman, so it's you or somebody else inquiring here.
Well, clearly, in a way, I don't know if I necessarily see the Queen of Cups in this combination, but I'm drawn to that. I'm drawn to these cards going together here and saying that you just have to be the more mature person right now. You obviously have your emotions in check. If this is another person, this is somebody whose emotions are rather unbalanced right now, and they need support or understanding, or you have to deal with what's bothering them and show a little bit of maturity and try to just be compassionate and empathic and understanding at this time.
What she said. But seriously, I'm looking at the numerology and everything kind of winds down to a 5, and so I'm feeling like there's a lot of energy going on here. This may be about somebody who has, a sense of emotional upset that you need to personally get involved with, and that maybe this is really about, you moving to that situation and helping it grow in a better direction.
So that's what we have for you. Wow, good luck with that, Libra.
Good luck, Libra.
We're on Jackie.
Right, hey, Jackie. And I think we
deck?
have the question here.
I'll take the Lenormand. It's your deck. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. Which one shall I use?
Roller coaster. What thing? Will things settle
coaster.
down? Okay, let's see.
I'm going to use my Ancient Egypt Tarot by Clyde Barrett. This one is one I used for a while in my Outlook on Emotional Exchanges.
Ancient Egypt Secrets?
Ancient Egypt Secrets, yes. And it's pretty much a good take, Egyptian style, on a Weight Rider style deck. Clyde Barrett also does a Celtic or possibly a Greek similar, kind of tarot that he reimagines in a culture or a prehistoric or ancient time. I do like this deck too.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Well, things settle down.
All right.
So our first one is the star, but the star is reversed. And another reverse card, and this time it's Death reversed. I'm so sorry. Wow, they're all major arcana and all reversed. And it's the Chariot.
Wow. So there is definitely a theme here besides it being all major arcana, Jackie, but let's take a look at this.
Time, that's one of the extra cards, right? No.
It is.
Okay. And then the birds.
Well, it's interesting to me, Jackie. First I thought when I saw the first card, it's just picking up your mood right now. You're kind of pessimistic, you're kind of concerned because, as you said, there's been a lot of chaos or things out of control. So, a roller coaster. I feel like, okay, if it's been a roller coaster for you, on the positive end of things, things are going to like slow down. There's going to be a stop to some of this. It's not always necessarily a good thing, though. I feel here that, you're going to be in a little bit of a state of disappointment, a little bit pessimistic, and feeling like, nothing has been going well. There's some changes that just are necessary in order to make things move again in the direction you want. But apparently they're not happening. Either you're blocking them or there's some timing that's off. Something is wrong and you can't make the changes need to take place. It's like full stop. But in a sense, I really feel here that what this is also telling me is some of the roller coaster ride is going to go full stop too. However, you're not moving forward either. You're kind of stuck until some necessary changes can occur.
Okay, that I like that, because I sort of felt a similar thing here. The idea that maybe what causes the sense of hopelessness or despair is the fact that things slow down, but not to resolve anything, the up and down motion, but just to basically stall you at a lower point, a point where you felt it is hard to pull your morale together or to challenge yourself. The Chariot reverse could be saying you need to challenge yourself. But there's a real stagnation here that may be external. I'm not saying that,
I wonder too.
to not blame you at all, because a lot of times we just are in moods and we have to figure out how to pick ourselves up. We all do that. But sometimes when I look at death reversed, I feel that the things that are inertia could be external. So this could be people who you had to depend on and maybe they left you high and dry. It could also be, other actors, state forces, things like that. There's been a change in maybe the way, if you're receiving a certain income, that it's now taxed differently or things like that. So these are just examples of things we don't always have control for, but they could put a crimp in our style. They could make things slow down. They could make our morale feel bad and, feel like, we're just not moving ahead. And so I feel like the roller coaster's slowing down, but you're not going to necessarily see where it can turn around and go in another direction. I'm
exactly.
Not saying,
well, that's very similar to what I said.
I'm not saying it won't, but right now that's what it's looking like.
And so the birds and the time kind of confounded me a little bit, but I thought about this, and the birds are essentially about communication. I feel that maybe in time, if this has to do with other people, communications will open up again and things will start to move in that regard. But I also look at the birds here and I don't know, considering everything I saw up here, I just got the distinct impression you've got the birds because the birds fly. The birds fly and move, and I feel here that in time you will start moving forward again. But it's not going to happen until whatever's blocking these changes from occurring is removed and takes place.
I saw what you wrote there, so I'm wondering, a person could actually be somebody who makes your life harder. I get that a lot, actually, at my last workplace. And I'm feeling that from the Chariot. Maybe somebody who has a bad energy is sort of represented there. And so this person could eventually move away, once they've decided, mostly for themselves. And I do sort of see a chance of this happening, that at some point they may just feel there's nothing more to gain. It just may not have the kind of thing like this is somebody you can really shut out of your life necessarily. You might have to let it move on its own, and that's the nature of,
Oh, I didn't know it was anybody you wanted to shut out of your life, but, I think one way or another, things will work out through communications opening more. Maybe people being more upfront and honest. People actually just starting to, move themselves in a more positive direction. Because again, I don't know why I feel with the birds there's movement. And the other thing is, and to what Mr. O said, and he had me look at that a little bit differently, and that I felt too that whatever is blocking this change is not necessarily your fault. It could be externals like the other person. And when you see the birds, I think of more than one person, right?
Okay.
So that was the other reason I thought, yeah, I can see that. So
Well, good luck with all this.
that. All right. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. Gina is up, I believe. Hey, Gina. What you got for us? Oh.
You're welcome, Jackie.
You get the Lenormand.
I do. Why? Oh, that's why.
Because it's your turn. Sheesh. The things I go through. Oh, in case I'm not back, I'm asking for an oracle card. Message from my dad. Oh, well, happy birthday to your dad.
Happy birthday to Father.
Trying to think. But nothing's happening. I am called to use something. Well, you know what? I think I want to use the Witching Hour Oracle. I do. Let's see what we have here. I was a little uncertain. I didn't want to use the crow one. On the other side. Oh gosh, I gotta DM you, Gina. I gotta tell you something that happened to me this last week.
So I was digging through all of the back matter of our TFT, and I found a little snow gift that's on the screen.
Oh, okay.
We haven't used it in several years, probably.
Oh my goodness. So it's an oldie but goodie.
I like it.
Wow, message from your dad. This is very awesome. Seasons of the Witch, honoring cycles.
So your father was a psycho?
Cycles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. All right, it's all right. It's all right. We all understand Mr. O's brand of humor by now, don't we?
I don't.
Seasons of the Witch. The keywords are honoring cycles, letting go of control, embracing the season you're in. It could also be about repeating cycles. So, let's see what we've got here. Life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns. The earth uses the seasons to beautifully illustrate the cycles we all face in life. The seasons also remind us that everything has its challenges, no matter how beautiful it is or how much joy it brings. Equally, the roughest times offer lessons, even if subtle or small. Spring bursts with color and beauty, but also comes with its fair share of wind and stormy days. Summer provides a bounty of fresh fruit and vegetables, but may be hot and often very dry or humid. Fall is cooler and rich with jewel-toned leaves, but eventually those leaves fall and winter brings about cozy days. But wintry weather can be challenging and even dangerous, as we all know. Everyone faces obstacles. Even the most cosmically connected person has his trials. This card guides you to learn to embrace the cycle you're in without trying to change anything. You are here for a reason. Ask yourself, how can I release control of what's detrimental in my situation? What positive elements within my control can I focus on instead? If you keep finding yourself in negative situations, pulling this card is a clear sign that you are failing to learn the lessons from this phase of your life. You'll continue to stay here as long as is needed for you to understand and grow. Continuing to date the same negatives type failing to speak up for yourself and letting others disregard your boundaries, facing financial ruin immediately after a period of wealth, or finding your best intentions are always misunderstood are all signs of stagnation, none of which I really see you going through at this time. Similarly, if your circumstances are favorable now, reflect upon the choices that have brought you to this point. How can you strengthen in these areas to ensure more happy cycles in your future? Are there any ways you may be blocking yourself from experiencing more consistent joy? It's pretty clear here to me that Dad wants you to experience more consistent joy, and also to appreciate the cycle that you're in for whatever it is you're facing. Like, for example, what comes to mind is, if we got to talk about a negative time, it's when when your power went out, for example, in that last storm. And how you made the most of it. You lived in that cycle you had to, making the most of it, putting on your wonderful little tree light for light and getting your stove all stoked up. So enjoy the season you're in. Enjoy the challenges as well as the success. We all face obstacles, and I love the way it says even the most cosmically connected person has trials. Don't we know? Don't we know? Got anything to add to that?
Not a lot. It was quite a stream of consciousness there. Very interesting. Nice. I don't know what else I would say to it, really. In all time, all things come to, their conclusion and then start over again.
Be here now. Enjoy the cycle you're in and take it one day, 1 hour, 1 minute at a time.
And I noticed that Gloria and Son of Bruce area have joined us. Hi, guys.
Did you throw Lenormand on that by chance?
Yes, I did.
It seems like we're taking a while here. I want to get this show going.
Well, all of that was your reading.
It was.
Let's be honest here.
And I didn't mean you, Gina. I meant just the show in general.
The
Camera
garden
problems and all.
And the wishing well. So as soon as I pulled those, and after hearing about the storm, I'm thinking, maybe your father wants you to look in the well in the garden for a message.
Well, I think that basically, he wants you to really dive deep into enjoyment, and celebration. The garden is about getting together with others and enjoying life. So, even in the dead of winter, maybe if you can't get out and enjoy things because you're hamstrung by the weather, connect with people virtually, make the phone calls and keep in touch with those that you are close with, etc. And just mingle, in that way. He wants you to enjoy the cycle you're in and celebrate life.
I agree.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
All right.
Woo!
Okay. So Marcia is up. Will things go well for me financially this year? Okay, good question.
Honey, I need room for a minute.
Good question. And I'm going to use because I said I would again, I'm going to use the Egyptian Art Nouveau. Thanks, Gloria. We have it.
Come on, don't do this. Seriously. Can I have the Lenormand, please? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome, Gina. All right. Should I do this a yes or no, or just 3 cards?
What is
It's
it again?
Marcia, and it's whether or not she'll have a good financial year. Will things go well for me
I
financially?
think we should do 3 cards.
All right. I agree.
Ooh.
Card 1. Is the Three of Wands upright? A nice way to begin. But then, of course, we have the next card, which is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Oh, it froze. Shit, we froze.
Oh, can you hear us?
It's apparently just my camera, I think.
Okay.
So let's see if I can start it again. Ask people if they can hear us, though. Can you? Oh dear, they can't. I know they can't.
No, you didn't. You're live for me. So he swore. We apologize. It's just another camera issue, apparently.
Yeah, my camera's been glitching. Okay, so I'm going to have to see if I can
He's gonna
restart
try
the
to
cameras.
fix it.